Hello fellow gamers, today we are going to be playing as Germany in Road to 56, recreating the monarchy. We will also be playing with AI historical focuses off. Let's see what happens. You know what, Hitler buddy, you're doing an alright job. You completely released the western part of our country from those damn imperialists. Now, sorry pal, but your stay is overwelcomed. Look at these numbers. It's clear who's really winning this side. My boy, Mussolini, truly stepping forward and making a name in the European theater, completely decimating any enemies that stand in his path. I mean, look, he took a province. Alright, fight for a new Reich. I'm pretty sure you guys know what this means. We have a 70% chance for civil war, 30% chance of the fall of the Nazis. If we go into the Civil War, I do have a cheeky little trick. You can probably tell by all my troops in the report exactly what I'm going to do. Little fun fact for the newer Hearts of Iron player, but if you go ahead and send Lend-Lease to each side of the Civil War, you can either do one or both of them. I prefer to do both. You can go ahead, send them Lend-Lease, maybe a small amount of guns. Let's just say 200 maybe per month. And one support equipment per month and sit to both sides. Your army experience will grow exponentially and basically allow you to create crazy divisions quickly in the beginning of the game. I suggest this for every game you do, especially, for all the Axis members. Honestly, this is the first time this has ever happened, the fall of the Nazis, meaning that the Civil War was completely avoided, and meaning Funny Mustache Man will now be replaced with another Funny Mustache Man. Awesome. The little trick I was going to show you for the Civil War is that whenever you have a Civil War, the little neat trick I'm about to show you is if you send your army into the water, then you initiate the Civil War, these armies will not split or delete when you enter the Civil War. You keep all these divisions on top of the ones that spawn for you in the Civil War, and you pretty much stomp the opposition completely. So that's a little tip next time you go through a civil war, just in general. It goes for anything. Dear God, fascism in Italy in fascism in itself is just crumbling before my eyes. Civil unrest, Italy? Are you fucking me? Oh my sweet Jesus. And the thing is, I'm afraid Ethiopia's gonna win. I'm not really afraid. That'd be awesome. Even some of the newer players will typically agree that 20 Wist are usually the way to go. But if you're going for more harder games, more harder difficulties, or sometimes even going on multiplayer and going 40 with, then I really do suggest these two companies. Whenever your 40 withs are going into battle, signal companies are there to help those divisions reinforce the battle, possibly giving them more firepower, or if you're defending, more defense. And I pick logistics for some reason, but if you also want a field hospital, and this one's pretty obvious, but the more man you have in your divisions, easier it's for them to get killed, and more manpower to deplete. And as Germany, you just do not have that manpower, so I really suggest those two things. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go down the established Deutsches here, go down the Landwehr, and Gott mit uns. Get all types of buffs for your troops. Delicious! Meanwhile, on the other side of the planet, initially the Japanese Empire was getting encircled near Beijing. Now they seem to make a little bit of headway, but looking at their casualties and how it kind of equals to China, I really don't have high hopes for them. Indeed, welcome to the Reich. And finally, in late May 1938, the Italian soldiers have finally captured Addis Ababa. Oh yeah, and this happened. So Neville, since we shook hands on it, I'm never gonna invade the Czechs. Oh no. Hey look. A meme. Finally, we get to the good part. Y'all mind if I just, start a second World War? And that's Poland. Making a quick pit stop into Yugoslavia, Ecosub, however the fuck you say it. Well, the invasion of France was going well until looky who decided to join. Yoink. Well, that was a little bit more exhausting than it should have been, but France is France is finally wiped out. I have to clean up the mess that is the Allied forces in France and Switzerland. Hey Stalin, guess what? So my initial plan for the Soviets is to make Hungary one huge pocket, basically encircle the border between Hungary and Russia, and destroy the Russian army, or at least a huge chunk of it. Well, again, that was much harder than for what it was, but on the bright side, the entire Russian army seems to be trapped in Hungary now. It is so bad for Russia. The Lithuanians are pushing. Yeah, after that encirclement, they never came back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is going to be it for episode 1 of Hoi 4. It looks like the war is going into my favor, so I'm just going to stop here, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty sure you guys can already assume that I won this war. And even though I took heavy losses, you know, so did they. So I'm happy about that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, like, favorite, subscribe if you like the content you just saw. And see you later.